Today, we're going to be adding an ROV attached to the side of this research submarine. Let's bring this to the workbench and get started here. So as you guys know, this submarine is a little bit too big to fit in the cool looking caves that this game does have. So we need to make a smaller one, probably attached. It's better to have your center of mass lower than higher on these sides here. So I think if we build it directly below the center of mass right here, and that will work perfectly. So let's go ahead, add a hardpoint connector just like this. This will be operated by a control seat up in this control room here. Probably this dude right here, but we will see. So we're going to start actually building the ROV. So what we're going to do is do that, and we're going to add a hardpoint connector. So this is basically what will be attached, and it will be able to basically disconnect, and if it does break, it will actually fall off. So what we're going to do is extend the length. So we'll do 3 blocks over here and 3 blocks over here. It's probably going to be longer, but now what we're going to do is actually add some batteries to this thing. So this thing needs to be a little bit big because yeah, this thing needs to have some battery juice in this thing, or else it will immediately run out of battery, and we're not trying to have that happen. So we're going to add some batteries just like that, and there we go. We got our batteries. Matter of fact, why don't we make this yellow, because yellow seems like more of a research color than this dark red color. So we're going to make this all actually yellow on this ROV here. So this right here I think will be the front of it, so we'll just do something like that, and then we need a camera on here that can go in like night vision mode and all that fun stuff. So we'll put a camera here just like this, and I think that's the right direction. It might not be, but we will change that if it isn't. And we're going to grab some spotlights just like this, and this will basically help us kind of identify what we're looking at. So we're going to add some spotlights like right there. Those also might not be in a great position. If it is, of course, we'll change it. So there we got that, and then let's continue building on the bottom here. So let's fill up this area right there, and that's kind of the front of this thing. We're going to of course make it a little bit wider here probably. Actually, instead of that, we're going to grab a motor here, and this will be basically the thing that propels this thing. So it'll just be a small little one, and we'll have 2 of those, and we'll grab a thruster here, and this will basically propel this thing forward and stuff. And then we're going to add 2 motors back here, and this will also thrust this thing forward. And actually we can't do that, so we have to do something like that. And oh gosh, this is going to be a little bit long here. Actually, maybe we could do this. Instead of having it all the way back there, we could put the motors right here, and then the thrusters, actually no, we're grabbing a propeller. We're not doing those thrusters back here, and then that would propel this thing forward. And then I think up here I want this to be rotating, so this might stick out a little bit farther than we want it to. So I'm thinking we could do something like this. So this is basically a robotic pivot, but we can basically power thrust through it. If we do something like this, that might work, but we're going to test it, of course. And then we're going to grab a pipe, and this will basically supply, this is the drive terrain of this. So and then we'll connect it to a small one like that. And there we go. That's the ROV, but we need to actually probably add some more stuff to it. Of course, we have to make like a microcontroller to communicate with this thing, and that's going to be the interesting part. So what we need to do is make a microcontroller right now with 2 of these, and these will both be composite, and one will be a output here. This will go to the radio. So I think that's all we have to do for this. It'd be quite a small microcontroller, but the one connected to the actual submarine will be definitely way bigger. So here we go. How should we do this? So we need a composite read number, which will basically read a number, and this is, oh gosh, that's actually not going to work. So this would have to be value 3, because that's W and S, and then we'll switch this to a composite number. I think that's how you do it. I don't exactly know, and it'll be on channel 1. Okay, so we're going to test this right now, and we're just going to save this as ROV thing. All right, so we have the microcontroller. So if we type in ROV, should bring us to this, and this will be over here, and we're not going to make it red because it's not really that important. And then we'll put it right here, and this composite will be connected to the seat. So input will be this seat controlling it right here, and output will be a radio. So we actually need our radio communicating to this thing, and of course we're going to get a huge radio like this. And where should we put this at? Probably going to put it in the logic room, so somewhere like right here would probably work for the radio. And then we need a radio connected to this ROV down here, which of course has to be ginormous also, so we'll do something like that. That's probably very overkill, but of course we'll see. Then we'll connect this composite here to the data send on here, and then transmit mode will be connected to a constant on, which we'll have to grab here. Then we have to make a microcontroller for this ROV right here, which will basically do the same thing, but it just has to figure out how to receive it. So we could probably use the same microcontroller here, but swap a few things. So something like this would work, I think. So we're just going to test it. It's probably not, but we're going to see, of course. Then we'll put 2 V's on this one, save that, and type it in. There we go. We got our little microcontroller here, which probably isn't going to work, but of course we're going to see. We need to just keep testing it, guys. That's how you play this game. You got to keep testing. So data receive will go to that, and data send. Oh, we did this wrong, really bad. Okay, I think we grabbed the wrong ROV here. I think this one might be it. All right, so we grab our microcontroller here. It'll go to data receive, and then this number here will go to these electrical thrusters right here. So technically these should start moving. So let's spawn it in and see if it works. It most likely won't, but we're gonna see. So if we get in our seats here and click W, yeah, those don't look like it's working at all. Okay, something's going on here. So I just realized we don't even need to actually have a microcontroller for this one over here. So what we can do is literally just delete this right there, just like that. Actually, we want to keep that constant on and connect the data send directly to the seat, and that's all we have to do for that fix. And then we need to fix this down here because it's not working at all. All right, so now if we click W, it will start spinning. Okay, we actually got this working, guys. Okay, that's the first step we actually got done. So now, oh my gosh, it's actually propelling us. That's actually crazy. Well, guys, I think we got us some backup motors here just in case. But of course, joking aside, we got this working. We need to add like rudders to this thing and a whole bunch of other stuff, and this is gonna be interesting. So let's go continue building. So this thing needs rudders to turn, obviously. So let's grab a rudder here, rudder just like this, and we'll make it yellow, and plus goes to the right just like that. And there we go. Now we got some rudders, and this microcontroller is going to end up being much larger, of course, and we're probably going to put it down here. So why don't we do that real quick? We'll copy this, flip it a couple times just like that, and oh, that's the wrong way. Okay, we'll put it down here directly below this, and it's definitely going to get much larger. So this is going to be crazy. Let's merge it in like that, and now we need to make rudder control for this thing. So let's go ahead and do that. We need rudder control to turn it. So value 3 is supposedly what we need here. So if we grab this here and put it to value 3, and actually we need to make another thing on here, and actually we need to even extend it. Okay, so it's gonna go another block out like that, and then we're gonna put this one right there, and then this one's gonna be a number output, and this will be A and D, and this one will name W and S, so we remember. So we will, oh, where's W and S at on here? Oh, okay, it's below. Wait, and we accidentally put that as an input, so we'll put it as an output, and we'll just connect it like that, and there we go. This should already work just like that as a rudder controller. We're not going to test it. We will test it at the end, of course. And then we need to make sure everything on this thing has electric, and this is probably going to drain our batteries when we're driving this thing, so probably keep infinite electric on. And if I'm going to be honest, I don't think we need this anymore. I just kind of thought about it for around 2 seconds, and that's just honestly a ton of weight we do not need. So instead of those, we could put sideways rudders, and that would work perfectly also as pitch, so we don't waste as much space. So why don't we do that? We made another output for up and down, so why don't we go ahead and test this real quick. We actually need to have a detach button on here, so why don't we do that also? We need to grab a key button, and this key button will basically just launch this thing straight out. So actually it's not going to launch it, but it's just going to basically release it pretty gentle. So we'll just put it there for now and connect electric to this, and then it'll be launched just like that. So that should launch that by itself. We got it spawned in now. Let's go ahead, no clip in here and launch it and see if it works. So we're going to click launch. Okay, launch is not working. That's an issue. Probably because it's supposed to be connected to release. So why don't we go ahead and grab this and just connect it to release, and maybe that'll work. I don't know. You know, that'd be nice if it was just an easy fix like that, but honestly, I don't think so. Yeah, it's just still connected there, but let's kind of test this. Pitch is not working, but also our rudders aren't working. So only thing that's working right now is our thrust. Oh, that's okay. Our rudders are working. It's just not really how we want it to be. Actually, I think it'd be better if we had our rudders like that, like left and right on our left and right arrows. I think that'd work. And then our front pitch up here isn't working, so we want to connect that to W and S and maybe even make some roll for this thing. I can tell you why it wasn't working, because we didn't even have them connected. That's 100% why. So why don't we do that? And then we're going to make some additional control pins over here, and these will be responsible for rolling this thing. And then since we're trying to do roll here, we want to connect A and D to value 1. So if we grab another one of these, connect that, and value 1, it's already default, and then we'll update this. And now that should just work for roll, but we need to connect it because I did forget that last time. So where's roll at? Okay, it's right there, and then we'll connect it to these. It might be inverted, which you guys won't be able to tell, but I definitely will. So we're going to test that. And we also need to fix the release for this thing. Yeah. So if we go in the seat here and click launch, will it work? Nope, it's still not working. I have an idea. If we turn off infinite electric and then turn it back on. Nope, that literally did nothing. Okay, well, I'll figure that out, but hold on. We're going to test this. So up and down is our throttle. And then left to right on our keypad is our roll, and then up and down right here is our pitch, which I think that's right, and then roll. And roll, that all should really work. So let's go ahead and try disconnecting this. I completely forgot to unmerge it. So this launch thing wasn't the issue. It was because it's merged to the body. So look, if we click merge, it's still connected. We forgot to disconnect it. That's definitely the reason. So what we can do to fix this is go on here and click clear so we don't get our microcontroller in there. Actually, we want to copy that, but copy this entire thing. Make sure you got everything, because if you forget something, that's definitely going to suck. And I think we got everything here, so we can cut it. And if it blinks and there's nothing in the way, oh, we forgot our radio equipment. Okay, we'll reverse that and copy our radio antenna this time. And there we go. I think we have everything, and when it blinks off, it is all there. So there we go. Now it should actually disconnect. I don't know how I'm so stupid. I completely forgot. There we go. Now it should definitely work. Let's go on this thing and click disconnect. There we go. Okay. Oh gosh. That thing sunk like a rock. That's a little bit concerning. Okay, we need video feed. Okay, it does drive though. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. It goes a little bit too much there. Okay, so if we full throttle and pull up a little bit, try pulling up. Okay, it does pull up, but it just does it too much. It's definitely too strong. So you know what? I don't think we actually need 2 of these here. So we'll just delete these things. So our pitch was a little bit too good. So we just deleted it and put it right here. So we need to connect this back up to W and S. And what we're going to do is actually put it on a clamp, because it was doing it way too much. So if we got a clamp like this, we need to connect it to W and S here. So we'll just put it dead in the center, just like that. And there we go. We want the minimum to be 0.40 for now. And then we want to put a negative sign in front of it. And then we're just going to copy it and put it another row down. And we're probably going to do the same for our roll here, because that's very too good of roll. There we go. Now that we have it for roll, we can go and update this. And now it's going to be interesting. So hopefully it works this time. No clip inside. And we're going to disconnect it. And I don't like how it sinks the second we just... Oh, wait. It didn't sync this time. Oh, it's probably because I full throttled. All right, we're going to put the throttle down a little bit. Okay, pitch is inverted. That's definitely an issue we need to fix right now. And oh gosh, it's run as a mind of its own currently. Oh gosh. Okay, we should probably put a camera on it. Or we already have a camera on it. We just need to put a monitor right here. So we grab a monitor. We want a 2x3, probably something like that. Oh, I forgot. We also need to make a video feed. So this video feed will basically how we get video from this thing. And I forgot to do that. So we need to make an entire new video antenna on this thing too, which I don't even know where to put at, because we have just a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, perfect, right here. Okay, that'll work. And then this video feed will bring it from that monitor, and then frequency we'll just leave on 0, and then we'll connect a video feed on here, and frequency will still be at 0 on here. And then we need a button for this monitor, which will connect to a constant on signal. There we go. Okay, now we're talking. We can actually see what we're doing here. So if we full throttle and oh gosh, A and D is definitely working. That is our roll, and W and S are completely... Oh gosh, are we flying? What's going on with our ROV here? I think WNS is a little bit too good also. So what we did is slapped a numerical inverter on the ROV, and we kind of clamped it a little bit more. So let's see if it actually works and if it actually goes the right way. Okay, WNS does work this time, and it's not as strong, but it's definitely too much. Okay, we might have to lower it again. All right, testing it one more time. Disconnect it, full throttle, and does it work? Okay, pitch is not as aggressive. Never mind, it definitely... Why does it fly in the air like that? What in the world? Okay, and let's put the throttle down a little bit. Oh, don't go into the wall. Okay, we have to pull up. Oh, we're at the bottom of the ocean. Okay, so that's kind of the thing with this. It will go to the bottom of the ocean. I don't know, but we can actually recover it. So if you click A or D, it'll kind of roll it, and then it'll give you your pitch back. But it's kind of hard to do, so it's a little bit iffy, and then it'll sometimes spin around. It's kind of hard to fix. If you have any ideas on how to fix that, please let me know. But or else it does work good. So we're gonna try fixing that issue here by kind of deleting some weight here, because this thing is probably a little bit heavy. So we're gonna delete these blocks up here, and we'll probably make it look better, but it's just for now. We're just got to do this for now. It's definitely not looking too good, and I think that's actually all the possible blocks we can delete without actually doing some major damage here. So let's go ahead, spawn it and test it again. Cross your fingers, but I don't think it's gonna be much different. Right, good to see here. Disconnect it. All right, it's working, but it is yeah, everything's going good. I think I definitely need to fix the roll on this thing, but the problem is it gets stuck on the bottom of the ocean, and I can't pull it up. Oh, there we go. Now we actually got it that time, but then it does this because it pulls up too much, even though I have it on 100% sensitivity. Like, it just doesn't really make sense, but you're gonna have to kind of deal with that. But we definitely need to make this roll not as strong. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty good unless you get stuck on the bottom of the ocean like this. But then what you can do is roll, and we made roll too weak, and now we can't even get out of the bottom of the ocean. Oh my gosh, this thing is such a pain. What we could do to fix that is have robotic pivots here, and this is probably not gonna be that realistic at all, but you know, we just gotta kind of fix this problem here. But, all right, we got 2 robotic pivots attached, and then what we're gonna do is put some blocks out here. So it's gonna go as far as about that out, and then we'll delete those. So basically, when on a click of a button, those will spin spin inwards and try getting that thing away from the bottom of the ocean. That should definitely work. All right, we got it spawned again. And if we click number 1, and it does work. Okay, so let's test this. So let's bring this to the bottom of the ocean, get it stuck, and hopefully it can get itself out of the situation. If it can't, I don't know what to do at that point, but we're going to test it, of course. So all right, we got a real situation here. We're stuck at the bottom of the ocean. I did make rolls, so it's a little better. Oh, we can actually get up by using roll, but let's say we're permanently stuck. We click number 1 and it'll, okay, that did not work at all. Okay, so if we click number 1 here and click number 1 and it just puts our nose straight into the ground. Oh no. What if we do reverse? What if we turn it into reverse when we click number 1? Will that work? Okay, number 1 is enabled, I think, and reverse kind of messes that up. Okay, so let's pull up here while clicking number 1 and that should just do it. Yeah, okay, so it does work. You just have to pull up while doing it and then it does work. This thing literally feels like you're flying a fighter jet in the water, and now I'm entering a flat. Is it outside of the water? Oh my gosh, it's flying. That's crazy. But yeah, we have an ROV now. I might make some customizations to it in the future outside of making it on video, but that's probably going to be it for this video. Let me know what we should add to this thing next. One of the next videos is probably going to be customizing our battery. So we need to actually have a battery in this thing, which we don't even have. So it'll probably be back here in our nuclear reactor room, but that's going to be an entire process. So make sure you stay tuned and it'll be fun. It's probably going to be it for this video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, hit that bell, but thanks for watching and goodbye.